one day I may talk more about it. I don't like to give details. I just want to give you the essence of it so you can see if you're applying and if you can apply it to your life experience. I just want to give you the hope and the vision that it is possible. Like, for example, I'll give you another example. One of the groups that I joined, right after I survived cancer, as a matter of fact, and right when pandemic started, I realized that I wasn't happy again. Something was off, something was wrong. I wasn't doing what I wanted. My life was kind of living means to the end. Every day the same thing, all over again. I mean, today, for example, I woke up and I was like, let me see, what am I going to talk about today? And look at this. Look at this. This is what inspires me and my desire to share and to help someone. And by the way, thank you so much. I shouldn't say by the way, because this is so big and huge, for you stopping by my channel and for all of your comments and encouragement. It means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you for this. One of the groups that I joined, I followed them for a few months. I was on every Zoom call that they had every Tuesday night for hours until 3 a.m. in the morning. This is when I realized that I have been emotionally dead. I didn't even know that there is such a thing like being emotionally dead. Good morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. Can you hear the birds? Do you know that I'm the only person alive right now in this town walking in the streets? I love that. This is my favorite time, when it's not hot and it's just so peaceful. It is our Orthodox Easter morning. Heart is full of love and appreciation and gratitude, and my eyes are full of beauty around. On my walk to the beach, okay, there is one other person, but he's driving. He's not walking. Yeah, let me show you something which is really interesting. This house is great on decorations. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, they do this for Christmas, for Halloween. Awesome. So I would like to unpack today a story about how I got here, where I am right now. I crossed continents. I've been living on a different continent for the past 25 years. I wasn't happy where I'm coming from. I wasn't happy. I pretty much had everything that a normal person would like to have and more. And people overall were thinking, looking at me from a side, that I was probably the happiest person on earth. The only thing that was making me happy was the fact that I was able to get my son to this earth. Everything else was just not making me happy at all. Those were things and experiences that weren't making me happy. Why? Because I wasn't living my life the way I wanted. I wasn't the person who I could be. And it's very simple if you look at it that way. So a few years ago, when pandemic started, I joined so many groups to find the truth about life and happiness. I wanted to feel happy. I wanted to feel fulfilled. I wanted to reach greater, how should I say it, aptitude, greater performance as a human. Yes, I wanted to reach greater performance as a human. I knew somehow that there is potential in me, which I had to discover and uncover. So interesting. Look at the path. I walk every day to the beach. This is the best season, the best month. This is my birth month. That's why I'm probably thinking the way I am. I really would like to share with you how I came here. It was because I wanted to. I didn't know how everything is going to happen. I had no idea. I just wanted to know that I wanted change. I wasn't happy and I wanted to be happy and I wanted to change. So one of the groups that I joined was Bob Proctor's group, and he was teaching us that, first of all, it's such a long story. Yeah, he was teaching us that you need to write down everything that you want as if it has already happened. And this is something that I did many years ago without knowing about any of this. Right now, we are showered by videos of motivational speakers, and everyone is teaching the same thing. You need to write it down. You need to know what you want and you need to write it down, because there is a direct correlation neurologically with your brain, which brain, you can tell your brain whatever you want and it is going to believe it. So one thing that I hate in my life is liars and lies. And on the other hand, I'm a very good liar when I want to and when I have to. And I can lie to myself until I get blue in my face. I can fake it to no extent and beyond. And I'm telling myself every day that I'm happy until I really am. But it took time. So what I wanted to tell you was this story about this girl, Silva, who was not happy. And I didn't know what to do. I literally didn't know what to do, and I didn't know how to change my life. I just knew that I want to change my life. And I went to a church, and someone told me that. Okay, I didn't discover this. And I realized that many people do the same. There is a church in my country where people go and write down their wishes on a piece of paper, and then they put it in a basket in the church, and then things happen just the way you asked for them. I am a living proof of it. This is how I asked for my baby, because I was told that I will never have a baby, and I said that this is not going to happen and that I will have a baby, and I did. And I went to this church and I wrote a letter, which was pretty much letter to God. I mean, who else do you write such a letter? And I prayed. And 5 months later, I got my baby. And then I wasn't happy with anything in my life back then. And I wanted to change it. So I went to this church and I wrote a letter. And everything that I wrote on this letter happened. And I ended up here on a different continent, million times happier. And I found things and I discovered things about myself and about life that I wouldn't have been able to discover back then. And I met my husband absolutely accidentally, without looking for him at all. And thanks to him, I was able to come to this country. One day I may talk more about it. I don't like to give details. I just want to give you the essence of it so you can see if you're applying and if you can apply it to your life experience. I just want to give you the hope and the vision that it is possible. Like, for example, I'll give you another example. One of the groups that I joined, right after I survived cancer, as a matter of fact, and right when pandemic started, I realized that I wasn't happy again. Something was off, something was wrong. I wasn't doing what I wanted. My life was kind of living means to the end. Every day the same thing, all over again. I mean, today, for example, I woke up and I was like, let me see, what am I going to talk about today? And look at this. Look at this. This is what inspires me and my desire to share and to help someone. And by the way, thank you so much. I shouldn't say by the way, because this is so big and huge, for you stopping by my channel and for all of your comments and encouragement. It means the world to me. It helps me think how to get better. What else can I do better? Thank you. Thank you for this. And one of the groups that I joined, I followed them for a few months. I was on every Zoom call that they had every Tuesday night for hours until 3 a.m. in the morning. This is when I realized that I have been emotionally dead. I didn't even know that there is such a thing like being emotionally dead. And this opened up my eyes and I was like, oh my God, this is so true. So what do I do about it? And they gave us a homework to go to the office or whatever, wherever you have a printer, to print 100 color pictures. And it had to be done right away, this same evening, to print 100 pictures of places that you envision, that you love, that you want to visit, that you want to be there. And my walls were all white. I have stripped the entire apartment, everything. I have stripped it white, down to white. I just had a few pictures here and there of masters in oil. Nice pictures, which weren't talking to me though. So I printed 100 views of the ocean from my bedroom, which I don't have yet. And I had to sit down and think, what excites me? I had to figure it out. I had to feel it. I had to think of something that will excite me. And it is not going to be a car. It is not going to be anything materialistic. It had to be something that fills my soul up with excitement. Because we know that thoughts are things. We know that. I mean, everyone is teaching us, and we have heard it a million times, and I have read Think and Grow Rich several times. Bob Proctor read it 50 years, all of his life. Such an amazing story. And all the keys to your future success are there. You just have to read them and apply. So we all know that we have to write what we want. Do you do it? I'm falling short on that. I am writing it, but I'm not consistent. I'm not doing it every day. So I'm still a student, obviously. And I still have room to grow. But those are the examples that I wanted to give you. That many years ago, it is like 30 years ago, I wrote down what I wanted. No one told me that this is what I have to do. I didn't even think of second guessing it. I just did it. I cannot say I didn't believe it, because I never questioned the authority behind it. I just did it. I just followed what I heard. It resonated with me. I did it, and it worked. Back to the pictures. So I covered 2 walls with these pictures, 100 pictures. And then the other part of the homework was to wake up every morning and create 1 video a day, just like this one that I'm creating right now. Since then, I have created more than 200. And again, I'm not as consistent as I would like to be. And I'm getting better and better, because we know that something that we practice, we get better in it, obviously. Repetition is the mother of skills, right? So all this time, by the way, I'm talking about Wesley Virgin and his group, and Ariella. And I got this phone that I am holding in my hand right now as a gift from them for doing my homework. And I was the only one who did the homework that they asked us to do. I still have the pictures on my walls. And my son, he moved to Hawaii. And when I went there to visit him, he said, "Mom, you know what? I think you created all this with these pictures on the wall." And I said, "You know what? I think you're right." So let's say what the future will bring. I already have the tools. I know the technology behind. I know that it works. And that's why probably I'm so excited, because I feel like I have cracked a code. Yeah, so it's not only that you need to know it, you need to believe it, and then you have to do it. Okay, so this is my morning walk, and thank you for stopping by. It feels great. I hope I gave you some ideas, and let's chat. Wish you to have an amazing day ahead, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Again, thank you for stopping by. This is my channel, Success for Life, and this is your girl Silva from the beach. And I do this for you, and I do it primarily for myself. I help myself so that I can help you. Have a great day. Much love. I wish you success, health, and be safe.